Let me say this. Let me start all this off by simply saying this. I don't think Jake Paul is still or really comfortable on the mic wise. Uh, he said too many things and had way too many unsure pauses of what you said. His demeanor and everything while he was talking, it's still bad. I don't think that his trash talk has ever been that good. From the Deji one to the Gibb one to the Nate Robinson, even. It wasn't that good. It was cringy and weird and very obvious that he regretted it after it came out of his mouth, but he just stayed by it to not seem, cowardice or anything like the sort. But the truth of the matter is, Ben Askren got under his skin and he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for mouth to mouth against Ben, because even in the promo when before they came out, and he already put Jake down before then. So I think this is another case of press conference wise, Jake will always have a major L over him. I don't think he'll ever have a very good W unless he fights someone that will go and stoop to his level and probably even lower than him, and for him to look better than them. Because the Deji press conference, he looked like a freaking idiot. He looked like a Conor McGregor wannabe in the Deji press conference. Then the Gibb press conference, he just looked like, I don't even know what he looks like, to be honest. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked like he didn't care, to be honest. Then when it came to Nate Robinson, because it was on video chat, but it was so weird, like the trash talk and everything. It just seemed like he was trying, but it didn't land. This one was the exact same way. It was like you could tell Jake was trying to hit Ben somewhere that would get him pissed, but it never did. But Askren is the kind of person, from press conference wise, just looks like, I want your demeanor during the press conference. In the face to face, it was like the only time Ben Askren was being jokey joke fun. He was just having fun with it. You can tell that he was genuinely just like, let's have fun with this. And Jake didn't want nothing to do with it. Wanted zero of it. Like, he tried to touch Jake as soon as Jake walked by, and Jake's like, "Don't touch me, bro. I'll beat the fuck out you right now, bro." He gets to the little thing. I had like a little, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. A little plexiglass. I'm gonna call it the little glass case thing, dome. I don't care. And Ben Askren's just screaming, and I don't know what he was screaming, but he was screaming something in it. And Jake's like, "We're doing over here with real men. We're doing it over here. I'm gonna come and get you." "Oh yeah, you better come down here. Yeah, man, yeah. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna dribble your head. I did Nate. I did Gibb, but I did Deji, and I'm gonna do you. Yeah, they came out wrong, but I'm gonna stand by it. Ben Askren was like, I don't even think he even said Like, my man just looked like, who the fuck is that over there? Like, what the fudge? Frank Mir's back, by the way. That threw me off to see Frank Mir. When I saw that, I was like, y'all tripping. We got a music artist against a boxer that do some really good lines. Don't get me wrong. I don't care if it's scripted or not. I don't care if all of this was scripted or not. That was fucking delicious to see. I'm sorry, it was. It was delicious just to hear. Like, you got 8 victories. Guess what? They're against nobodies. You're always going to be fighting music artists and stuff. And I was like, wouldn't have that if he was in real boxing. I was like, oh my gosh, he fought an actual professional. He wouldn't have an undefeated streak? What? Threw me majorly off. But for Jake Paul, I don't know, like, when it comes to mic-wise, he's not as good as a lot would probably think he is. Like, Deji was the closest to stooping low that Jake will ever get, seems like ever again. Because Gib didn't even stoop low when it came to him. Like, yeah, he had a little bit of nerve, but it wasn't. He didn't. It was other than that, and bad performance in the fight. It wasn't really that bad, to be honest. Jake on this was, it was just it was terrifyingly bad to be a Jake Paul fan in this in particular regard. Maybe some people who like Jake Paul can tell me the angles of how Jake beat Ben Askren in this, and that's it. Because I'm genuinely gonna wait for more people to talk about. Cause I just watch real talk boxing about this, and I'm like, I don't know if it's not gonna change my opinion on the fight. I do think it's a Jake Paul win, but from what it looks like, either, because I said the same thing for Nate Robinson. Maybe he has a plan I don't know about right now. Maybe because I wanted Nate to have that somehow win, but hey, who knows how the fight's gonna go? We may have another shocking victory. When I say shocking, it may be in the delivery rate of it could be very shocking. I don't think it's gonna be over in a matter of seconds. From what it looks like, how this fight's gonna go by press conference wise, it's not gonna be the same like a Gib or Nate Robinson fight. It seems like it's going to be probably some very weird striking of Ben Askren then that's probably going to catch Jake off, but probably won't beat Jake. He'll be enough to back Jake up, maybe enough to make Jake tired, but not to beat Jake. I do think that this may be the fight that, if people want to see how good Jake really is, this may be the perfect fight for him. I think a Dylan Dennis fight would be a mistake looking at it compared to Ben Askren. Comparing, I would prefer the Ben Askren fight. But hey, at the end of the day, if Ben Askren does come out with a victory, how does he come out with a victory? Does he do it by points and he just makes it a decision? Or does he fucking knock the guy out? If he does knock him out, I don't see him doing it early rounds. I see Jake dancing around him. No, because I don't think Jake is going to play in this fight at all. I do think press conference wise, he's probably going to do more stupid stuff like this. He's going to try to come out and look lavish and all that, but it's going to come off cocky and it's going to come off stupid compared to Ben Askren. And it's going to make him look bad, because it made him look so bad. I feel bad for Jake when it comes to things like this. Like, don't get me wrong, I was Team Jake. I'm Team Jake for this fight. I am. I wasn't Team Jake for the Gib, nor Deji, nor Nate Robinson. But I'm Team Jake for Ben Askren. Why? Because I want to see how far he goes. I don't want to see him just in particularly fail, to be honest with you. I want to see how far he goes with this and how good is he going to get, and how, to be honest, I want to see his boxing career continue on. I want it to go past Ben Askren. I want him to get that Conor McGregor fight, and I want him, if he beats Conor, move on to Floyd or whoever else. Like, continue on, go on, keep going. That's what I want to see from the man. I want to see how far this man go before he delivers, before he somehow gets either his first loss or he never loses. And of course, the KSI situation is something that everyone's going to talk about. I'm going to be honest when I say this. I don't care anymore. I cared at one point. After the Gib fight, I wanted to see KSI versus Jake. But when he went against Nate Robinson, I thought, even before the fight happened, I wanted to still see it, but I was a little upset that it was Nate Robinson. And then after the performance of the fight, I was like, I know a lot of people would say, oh, he's a hater. I'm not saying that he was a hater. I'm saying that it wasn't really... It was shocking to see the way he knocked out Nate, because it was unexpected. I was expecting Jake to try to, get out of the way and properly beat him. Not in the fantastic way that he did. So I think that was the most shocking way that he did it, on the back foot. That is very shocking. That is very deadly. And that's very good on Jake's end. Ben Askren, I don't see it happening. I see Ben Askren going down one time, and I see him like getting right back up. See, like the ref, like I can see like not the first round, but like probably the second or third of like Ben Askren, like crumbling, and then getting back up from it. Probably getting knocked down. Probably two more. Maybe he may get knocked down a total of 3 times throughout the whole fight. Probably even more. It may be on the verge of just ending. It may make it to the last round. Or, because what is this, a 7-round fight? This isn't like the 6 round. What is it? It's not a 3-round fight. So I'm like, it's a 6 or 7-round fight. I know it's not an even number. Or is it a full 12 round? Because if it's fully 12, that would be dope. I'm sorry, that'd just be dope for Jake to have that fight if it's dope. I'm sorry. 12 rounds to me, beautiful. 12 rounds, it depends upon who you're up against also, because if you're up against the wrong guy, don't look at me. I'm not doing that one, Chief. You by yourself. Do I think that press conference? I'm sorry. I was about to go on about do I think Jake's gonna win the fight? Of course, I think he's gonna win. How he's gonna win? I don't know. Do I see him knocking him out? Not in particular a knockout. Probably like a ref stoppage. I can see happening. I can see either the ref stopping the fight, and I hope. If Jake wins it, I hope he wins in a great fashion. Like, I don't want him to like barely survive, because I'm not gonna lie, if Jake barely survives this fight, it will not look good on him. It will not. I don't care what the problem is. He drunk something last night before the fight. I don't care. He stumped his toe. He sneezed 48 times before coming out to the ring. I don't care. He has to be on his complete A game in this fight. I want to see the man. I want to see him progress in boxing. I want to see how far he's gonna get. I want to see when we get the McGregor fight. I want to see it. If they do get the McGregor fight, how's it gonna work? How is this whole thing finna go down? What's the trash talk gonna be like? I would want to see the old McGregor. I don't want to see the new McGregor. Sorry. New McGregor's really nice. I like you. You're cool. You're dope. Yeah, but no, not my kind of guy. I need that arrogant guy to be that. Yeah, I need that arrogant one. Hey, as long as he don't try to fight Khabib, because if he fight Khabib, we R.I.P. Jake. I think he could beat McGregor in a boxing match, but not no Khabib. You did, boy. That's a dead YouTuber right there, and his brother gonna be filming another dead body on that one. No, I'm sorry. Everybody gonna get shut down by YouTube. Other than that, like I said, press conference wise, Jake lost. He lost the press conference again. I don't think he's ever gonna win a press conference the way he acts. It's something that's been hitting me ever since I started the video. When he was like, I'm gonna make him go sleepy. Gonna make Nate go sleepy. Like sleepy Nate. No, like I'm gonna make Ben go sleepy, like sleepy Ben. I make Ben go sleepy like sleepy Nate and sleepy Gib and sleeping Deji. Okay, if we're gonna go there, let's go there properly. Ref stoppage in your first fight. You did knock him down. Oh, I'm sorry, not even ref stoppage. His team threw the towel in. The ref didn't even stop the fight. His team stopped the fight. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get knocked down. He did get hit a lot. That's pretty much it. Standard fight, how you expect most fights to go. Gib wasn't knocked out. He went down a bunch of times. That's what happened. So, sleepy X on that one. Nate Robinson is you can make sleepy for. You want to make the sleepy comment, cool. Ben Askren, we'll see how that goes for you, buddy. If you do make the man go night night, I will be there with the pillow and blanket and cover my man up. If not, don't say sleepy no more, because that's sound. He and childlike. I'm sorry, the childlike nature of Jake when it comes to these things is not gonna help him. It's not. It's 0% gonna help him against people like Ben Askren. And he wants to go against McGregor. I can see McGregor kind of like looking at him being like, what the is up with you? What is up with this guy right here? He ain't got no balls. We got a pacifier. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just stupid. That's the only thing I can't get behind Jake over. Like, if I want to see him box, I'll be glad to watch his fight. I can't wait for it to happen. Can't wait for it. Am I going to be watching April 17th? You can bet your sweet patookie I am. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the mirror. That's the reason I look off and I look at the mirror. But April 17th, we're going to be there watching it. We're going to watch that mug. But do I think that Jake is ready when it comes to press conference wise for any fight? No. I think that he's always going to lose those, because he always lose those because him talking wise is childlike. It's unprofessional. It's not like a childlike smart way of doing it. It's cringy, it's bad, and it makes him look less of a real fighter like he wants to present himself. He presents himself as this, like how Ben Askren put it, a middle school bully. And my man didn't call him a high school bully. He called him a middle school bully. And that's what you're acting like when it comes to press conference. But in the fight, you act like you're a grown freaking man in the fight. You had enough to care for Nate. You didn't even do like you normally do. You didn't over-exaggerate. You didn't no, you were like, yeah. Is Nate good? Is he good, bro? Like, I wanted to knock him down. I wanted to hurt the man, but not like. I said I wanted to dribble his head like a basketball, but dang, I didn't really mean it. I thought he was gonna, like, come with actual technique at me, give me work. I thought, dang. And then after this fight, all I can really see is if he wins this, he's gonna fight more. He's probably gonna fight more UFC guys. Probably gonna fight more of them. If he loses or barely wins this fight, when I say barely, let me repeat barely. Let me count barely. Like, he was losing from if Ben Askren had more rounds than him, had better striking than him, better dodging if Ben Askren makes you weak on the knee, bro, I'm sorry. I don't think that you're ready for a McGregor fight, because McGregor is a better striker than Ben Askren. I'm not sure about the chin-wise. I'm not sure about that, but from how Ben's looking, even though, yes, you're the bigger fighter going in, you're walking in there look not only slightly taller than the man, but more beefier than the man. I don't know if Jake is really about to walk through Ben Askren like everyone keeps saying. It looks like it's going to be a really good competitive 4-round fight. If Jake is going to win, I don't see him letting Ben get out the 4th round. If he does make it out the 4th round, I don't know how Jake's conditioning is, so I wouldn't be able to simply, I don't know his conditioning wise. Like, the first fight he had, he looked okay at best. His second fight, of course, it didn't last long. Neither did his third fight. So this 4th one right here, and I'm like, if this one is like that big test for him, and he fails this test by any regard, like, you have to, for Jake to impress a lot more people in this in particular category, I don't care who you are, bro, you have to do good on every aspect. Your entrance on point. your performance in that ring, from your footwork to your hand speed to where you're striking. You can't just throw jabs just for slight feints like you normally would when it comes to certain fights. You have to be on point with this. If you want to make this man go to a spot where you can feel like this, now he's in my comfortable spot. Bing, get him. Cool. Yeah, but don't look like Ben Askren's about to charge at him and just continuously stay in his face throughout the whole fight. I can see Ben maybe doing that a few times, but not enough to get knocked out, but enough to probably get backed up and probably be like, all right, okay. And probably clinch. I expect a lot of clinching in this fight. I do expect it. I don't really expect Jake to have an easy win, but if he does, this will probably be that most tiring fight. Because if he goes, I can see Jake right now, like sitting there pissed because he's probably in like the 4th round or 5th round with like Ben Askren. Ben Askren's probably bloodied and Jake probably got a little bit of bruising on him. And it's just like, who the fuck is gonna win? It's like, now I'm really deeply invested. At first I was like, this is a weird fight. This is stupid. This is all Jake Paul. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, Jake's not gonna do it. He's not. Oh, Jake did it. Congrats, Jake. Oh, Jake lost. Oh, that's sad. If Ben Askren beats him by decision, cool, dope on Nate. On Nate, Ben Askren's part, dope on him. But and I like one thing about Ben Askren is that this doesn't affect him too much, cause it seemed like a lot of people it affected a lot more, like from Deji to Gib to Nate. It affected them in a weirder way. But some of them still have the heart of a warrior. Like Deji has a fight coming up, and Gib's trying to get one. Nate disappeared off the face of the earth besides playing basketball. Again, one thing he's good at. Oh yeah, Jake made a video. Oh, I mean, he didn't make a video, but he was talking about never getting hit in ever since he turned professional. Gib hit you. When Gib hit you, you immediately clinched up with him, like immediately as immediately as he hit you. When that hit connected, we all knew you were hurt. You clinched with the man immediately, like, oh my gosh, give me a second. Whoa. I'm not losing this. No. Nate Robinson was able to connect a few shots in. How do we know? Because you told us. You're the one with a bruise talking about some, he hit harder than I thought he would. He did really good. It takes me a boss to get in the ring. Proud of him. Yeah, if anyone's going to talk shit about him, I mean, none of y'all got in the ring, so, yeah. But you've never been hit. Oh, poor Jakey. He's never been hit in a boxing match. Oh, my gosh. Poor Jakey Poo. Just stop trying to act like this over-arrogant person, because I can get that you're getting a lot of people to believe in you, and I'm one of them that's believing in you, Jake. Hi. But if you're going to do it the right way. Don't do it in this twisting the narrative even slightly like that. Because the more you keep twisting the narrative like that, people will probably remember it the way that you present it. When they go back, they'll be like, huh, he didn't get hit right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh, that's a lot more than no hits. Never been hit my ass. All right, to kind of put this to a close, the fight's going to be a really good fight. The press conference-wise, I don't think Jake's ready for any kind of fight when it comes to press conference. I feel like he's not ready. He's too childlike when it comes to it. I don't think he's ever going to be. I believe that a lot of people will get under his skin before he's able to get under theirs. His physicality-wise, when it comes to it, I don't think it's on the best part. Like, at all. Like, I do think that Ben Askren is going to be a legit threat for Jake. more than he probably would want him to, but he is going to be. Ben Askren's side, I do think that Ben Askren comes in with the advantage because of knowing how to fight and how to, I don't know, cover up, knowing how to get away from certain, in particular, moves. Yes, McGregor said it was only half a fight, and even basically he insinuated it's like it's not completely the UFC. It's not an MMA fight. It's a boxing fight, and I think for Ben Askren, I don't really think it's gonna be an easy win, but I do believe it's gonna be if he does, it's probably gonna be a very convincing one at the best. Originally, I was gonna bet like $24 or something for this fight, but now looking at it, I'll step down and I'll let somebody else do it. I'll just give money a different way. But yeah, besides that, to come in clutch, not to kind of end the video, I'm going with Jake Paul for a 4th round win. Either a ref stoppage, his team stopping the fight, or what a lot of people think is going to happen, but I think it's going to be a ref stoppage. I think the fight's going to end in ref stoppage, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to make it to the full distance. I think it's going to be a ref stoppage. Who's going to win? I say Jake. But if Jake doesn't and it's Ben Askren, I think it's going to be by ref stoppage. I don't think Ben's going to knock him out. I can see... I just hope he doesn't lose, because I really want him to continue on and continue growing as a boxer. I want to see him have more of these fights like this. I want to see more of them. I want him to learn from this. I don't want him to lose, to be honest. As much as I dislike him, I don't want him to lose. I want him to continue on going. But hey, that's my thoughts on the press conference and the fight. So, yeah. Hey, when more stuff come out, I will say more. Until then, I'm going to go back playing like Legends or something. Another game I play. I don't know. I'm a gamer at that watches other sports, and well, not all of them. Boxing, a little bit of UFC. McGregor's finally got KO'd.